Hi, I'm Mr. Huber, and in this video we're going to talk about exercise 14. In a right-angled triangle ABC with a hypotenuse C 97 and other side B 65, find the length of the angle bisector of the smallest interior angle. Okay. Well, first of all, it's easy to work out A. Let's work out A. A squared plus B squared plus C is equal to C squared is equal to C squared. That means A is C squared minus B squared and the square root of it. So A is 97 squared minus 65 squared, and that's 72. So this is 72. Now look, doesn't seem right. I didn't know that from the beginning. I didn't know that this side is actually longer than this side, okay? And they are asking us to work out the length of the angle bisector of the smallest interior angle. Well, in this case, one would think that the smallest interior angle is over here because this is a right-angled triangle, so, and this one looks smaller than this one. But in actual fact, it looks more like this because B is 65 and A, as we've just calculated, is 72. So this is the longer side. C is 97. So the smallest interior angle here is obviously beta. That means we have to work out the angle bisector of beta. So, well, you could use a pair of compasses. This is just a sketch more or less, but let's use a pair of compasses, somewhat like this, okay? Then we draw this angle bisector here. And please be very careful. Although it more or less looks like it divided this side into two equal lengths, it does not. Look, if I had drawn my angle bisector here, it would have done something like this. So an angle bisector does not necessarily divide the opposite side into two equal parts. So although it looks like it, it's probably not, okay? So now, once we know all the sides, it's easy to work out beta. Okay, let's work out beta. Sine beta is opposite over hypotenuse. So that's 65 over 97. I'm sorry, this should be a 7. Okay, 97. Now, beta is arc sine, we need the inverse sine, 65 over 97. When you type that in, you're going to get beta is approximately equal to 42.08 degrees. And this is obviously your W beta, the length of this side. So we need to work out the length of this side. So now we know beta, and we know A and B and C. Now we can highlight this right triangle. Look at this. This is a right triangle. We know beta, that means we know beta halves. It's very easy to work out because beta halves now is obviously 21.04 degrees. Once we know beta halves, we can work out the length of W beta, because that's the hypotenuse in this red right-angled triangle. So we can write cosine beta halves is adjacent over hypotenuse. Adjacent is A over the hypotenuse is W beta, what we want, okay? So let's plug everything in. cosine of 21.04 degrees is 72 over W beta. You multiply by W beta, so you get W beta cosine 21.04 degrees is equal to 72. Then you divide by cosine of 21.04 degrees. W beta is 72 divided by cosine of 21.04. And again, if you use unrounded values, stored values, you're going to get W beta is approximately equal to 77.14 units of length. Now look, as a quick recap, I started off with a triangle like this because I don't know what the other side is. Once I worked out A, I noticed, well, it more looks somewhat like this. So I work out, I make a better sketch. And it's now clear if this side is longer than this one, then this will be the smallest angle. Okay? And that means we need to work out this angle bisector. One other important remark, note the angle bisector does not necessarily cut the opposite side into two pieces. So you can't just say, well, this is half of 65. It's not. It is not. Okay? To make sure that we understand that, we could work it out. Okay? You could work out this length here. I'm not going to use stored values because I have not, but it's not important for the moment. We could say, just to see and to prove that this is not the half of 65, we could say a squared plus x squared is W beta squared. So x squared is W beta squared plus a squared. So x is W beta minus a squared, minus a squared. So W beta is 77.14 minus a, so that's 72 squared. Let's just type this in with rounded values now, but it does not matter for the moment. 77.14 squared minus 72 squared. And you see, x is roughly 27.69 units of length. So it's not the half of b, although it looks like it. So please make sure that you don't think that the angle bisector cuts the opposite side into two equal pieces. I hope it wasn't too difficult. See you in the next one.